Okay, so I am going to work on a pot for my sister today. This pot's been on my brain. I haven't like been able to not think about it. I'm supposed to be making game art right now because we're leaving for a trade show in like 2 weeks. So I should be doing that, but I'm going to take a break to do this. And this is what it looks like, or it should look like. And it's going to be 3 pieces. So the cylinder part here, I have a tube, but I've since changed it because what I want to try to do is make it a bottom feeding pot. And then the saucer part, that'll be 2 pieces thrown separately that I put together. And then this is the foot of the pot, which will also be thrown separately. This will be a tube shape. There won't be a bottom since, it'll be attached up there and it'll go on through. So these 2 pieces, one of them will have a foot, one will be open, but I may just both have them be have foots because that just seems like a good idea. I don't know. I still haven't figured it all out. And then this part will have a foot since it'll sit inside. So, let's see. So kind of have like a drawing there, kind of, you can sort of see it. How it'll all work. And I'm using bats today, which I've had for over a year and I have not touched them because they're intimidating, and I put it on and it's enough already for me to tell I don't like it, but I have to use it for these because they need to stay the same shape. So the plan is to throw the pieces, sit them outside to dry in the sun hopefully, and then process some reclaim, and if it's and hopefully these pieces will be ready to trim maybe after, if I can find a warm enough spot. Like, I already don't like these, man. There's the center. I can't even tell. There's no marks, and it's wobbly. This is not gonna be fun. I'm gonna stop the lighting. Monkey Doodle, hello, hello. I'm doing pottery, yes, Monkey Doodle. Hello from Indonesia. Hello, my father's wife is from Sumatra. I'm making a pot for my sister. It's going to be a UFO pot. And this is the prototype. Hello. Yeah, that's where she's from, Fendi. Hello, emoji person. you do hear birds, that's what I listen to. So after I throw this piece, I'll show you a picture of what I'm trying to do. That's so good. It's a piece of something that shouldn't have been in there. I got a big chunk missing. Sorry, this is just a prototype, so I'm gonna force it. I think bottoms of these don't really matter. I just need to know so I know for the other one. I'm trying to throw two identical pieces. I'll trim that bottom like nothing. That's all right. Hey, Malcolm. Thanks, Malcolm. Sorry I haven't stopped by yours yet. I've been having a little bout of insomnia. It runs in my family. I get it from my grandmother. So I haven't been awake at 7. I liked your bird feeder. You should get some sound hooked up to that thing and hear the birds. That'd be really cool. This clay is not in front. There's something in there. What are you? There you are. And this is why I run my clay through the sieve. This was just on the wheel at one point and got taken off. And it picked up something along the ways. Trying to get some of this slip off, but I don't think that's going to be a thing today. Okay. All right. We'll keep that one aside for now, and I'll show you what I'm doing. So this is the plan. It's a plant pot, see, and then it's thrown in 3 different parts. So I've got this part makes the saucer that you can see in this image. Then you're gonna have a pot that goes inside. So this will be a tube that I throw, or a cone that not cone, a cylinder that I throw. I swear into my shapes. And then this part right here is the yellow foot. So I'll throw all the pieces individually and then I'll put them together. I'll show you guys like an inside picture drawn. It's not as easy to see. Yeah, this one. So I don't know if you can see that. It's like pencil, but it's like right there in the corner. I don't think you can see it, but it's 2 individual pieces and then the 3rd piece. So I just threw the first saucer part, and yeah, that's next. Hello, people. So, and this is my first time using bats. I'm already not a fan, but it is what it is. I got this one over here so I can compare size. So I'm gonna throw directly on the wheel. There's like circles, so it helps me like know where to toss that thing down. I could probably add it to these though. Hey, Denny. I'll show you in a second what I'm working on. Pretty sure I got something else floating in this piece too. My clay, this is the last of what I got right now, except for stuff that needs to be processed. And this has been on the wheel a few times and it's picked up some crud since then. I already pulled a chunk out of something my last throw. How's the weather up there? I did. Well, not 100%. It is at the studio to be fired. So there it is. Whatever that is right there. Next step, she said she's gonna try to get it fired this week, and then I did an underglaze on it, on all the pieces, and then I want to do a overglaze. I just don't know, like a Celadon or something that'll. I don't know anything about glazes. I'll figure it out. I'll ask Yenton. She owns a studio and she's super cool, so she'll tell me. She'll give me some suggestions. Oh, 100%. I will 100% share. If it all makes it through, I found a big old crack in the one of the globes. The engine, she said it may be fine. She said, and I believe her, especially if she's giving me optimistic news. One last time. Yeah, I'm really optimistic about it. That my mom's project. I'm really pleased with how the faces turned out. That was probably one part that I was nervous about. I feel how this clay has like a chunk in it that's dry. Not dry, but you know what I mean. It's like not the consistency of everything else. Oh, life getting in the way. Trust me, I know. I don't even really have time to do this right now. We're leaving for a trade show in about 2 weeks, and I still got. We're gonna have a game up there to sell, and I still got about a good 22 hours of work left on it. Not to mention like everything else that we have to do. We've got like 300 cartridges put together, a bunch of stuff to do. And I gotta do some stuff for my mother next week too, so that's like 2 days I won't have. But this project has literally been just eating away at my brain. And if I don't get it out, I'm just gonna go insane. So I did good work today, got a lot done. Thank you. Yeah, life gets in the way of a lot of stuff. Hopefully you guys are doing good up there. Hopefully you've seen your last of your snow. Well, that's awesome. Please keep me posted on your kiln. I'm super interested. This one I want to have a little more of a base on because it actually is going to be a bottom. The other one I'm going to cut away. You need to figure out how to start a blog? Well, there's different variations of doing it. There's a few websites that you can use. My husband used one for a while. Some of them are paid, some are free. But those are basically just like they keep it really simple. Just you can post pictures and text. That's probably the easiest way is go for one of those. You can also do like an email list. It's old school. I'm a big fan of that. Or if you want to use your YouTube, I use the video descriptions as like a repository of my thoughts, because this is all like, you know, a journal for me. And then you could just post pictures as the video if you didn't want to go through and do a whole bunch of stuff. You could just do a short with what you know, an image or a little video of what you did that day, and just put all the details in the video description. How wide is this? This is this wide. It's this wide. It's not efficient. I'm gonna get my chopsticks. Yeah, that way you don't want it, like, if you're not interested in getting into all the mess of editing videos and all that kind of stuff, if you just want to share, you know what I mean, not trying to get crazy with it, you can do it pretty simple. My husband's doing something similar. Well, now he's just doing like little short videos of what he did that day and verbally documenting it. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why that was bad. Ugh. Give me a second. I think I gotta clean my eye. I gotta go rinse it out. Ugh. Yeah, so that would be an easier way. That's cool, like that you got everything. Oh, that's the inside. Sweet, so that's the inside. That's the outside, nice. I have no idea what the foot is. The foot's like, I need my other thing. It's not there. Anywho, I don't know if you're still there. I'm really bad about getting clay and stuff, like my eyes, I swear something's after them. Constantly getting stuff in them, stuff like that. Anyways, I'd also like not do any of your, like your build. I don't know what your plan is, but you may want to change the shape of it at some point. Because I don't know a lot about firing. I've tried not to learn, but I have learned that like how you stack things, like the airflow matters. So that may impact how you decide to do things. measuring stick. Right. So that needs to be all the rest of the way. Oh, shit. Let's not be moving when measuring, so it needs to go a little bit wider. About the right height. Right? Just go a little bit wider at the top, just a little bit more of an angle. Okay. Gather the materials, haha, left eye. Left the page and you didn't miss anything. I got this throne. Got the clay out of my eye. Oh wait, I did tell you a bunch of other stuff. I don't know. I think did I say anything else about the blog? Doing the video. My husband's doing something similar. Where he just does like little quick updates, not trying to be fancy. I think like, yeah, part of the reason why I do what I do is like just to show people like you can still make videos and not be like super production, and like it's not about the likes. You can just go and have fun and get what you want done. It'd be like old YouTube. We can make it a thing. People used to do this and it wasn't about making money. In fact, I'm gonna start taking that approach to our business channel. I make less videos for a business channel because I'm always trying to make everything kind of finished and proper, but oh, and I don't think I showed you anyway what I'm doing. I'm a little scattered today, if you can't tell. I have not been sleeping well. So this is the game plan. 3 pieces, inside piece, that's the rim down, 2 bowls that'll pushed together to make the saucer part, and then this part that'll be the floor. And I think I'm gonna try to make it a bottom water feeding pot. Bottom water pot, something like that. And what was I thinking? I should measure the base of this. It's like a little bit wider than that. Base the size of my sponge. Thanks. Okay, just need to remember the base is about the size of my sponge. So that means, what does that mean? That means the neck. Well, I can always cut this wider, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. All right, I'm gonna set this in the sun. And this in the sun. Thank you. I'm happy with it too. Well, hopefully it'll work out. We'll see. Sponge over here. Dude, how did I lose my sponge, man? Oh, there it is. Never mind, it's there. Do you use bats? I'm trying these for the first time. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh, the things with the bat mate. Oh God. I can't throw on the center of these things. Like, there's no circles. I don't know where I am. Anyways, I'm still trying to figure out how to use them. This is my first time using them. Because one of these pieces isn't going to have a floor or a base. I figured that would be easier to keep it round. I don't know. That's what I think I'm going to do, is scratch circles in them. We have a laser cutter. I could use that too, but I don't see any reason why not, just to hold something sharp there and get a circle. Clay and I are just not friends, man. You have an acrylic wheel head? This one's like aluminum or something. A woman I know, I saw her at the coffee shop today. She has a, she just bought herself a whisper, a Shimpo whisper. She says it's so quiet, it like throws her off. Yeah, I went with this one because it was light enough to move. Like I can pick this up on my own with no help. I kind of wish I would have done one of those tabletop ones. I didn't because I couldn't find a tabletop that was reversible that was in my budget. Just because, I don't know. I think I've gotten a little bit better, but getting my posture correct, the sitting. One more time. Yeah, those bats are the cheapest I could buy. I have a hard time buying things where I'm like, I could make that. I could make that. I don't need to buy that. I mean, it's just a circle piece of wood with 2 holes in it. don't need to spend $8 on that. I don't remember how much they were, but they're something like that. What I tend to not do is factor in the time that it takes to make something and figure it out. Yeah, I get that from my granddad. He was the same way. Like, we had all sorts of just stuff, random. One of my favorite stories about him is when I was little, he and my grandmother came to visit, and my grandfather and I, or sorry, my grandfather took my sister and I to the dump because we were making a load. And when we got there, he was like, all right, you can pick out one thing only. That's it, and then we'll take it back. And I've got a refrigerator rack. It was a metal refrigerator rack. I don't even remember what I wanted to do with it. Probably make like a shelf or something. I think my sister got a tire. I don't remember what my sister got. That was the coolest thing ever, though. Yeah, he was a trip, man. He was a really interesting person. He worked on oil rigs. And they lived all over the world. And they were from the smallest town ever. Orchard, Texas. To this day, I think it's still population 350. So my cousins live there, my aunt. Okay. Nice. 56. Got me beat, man. I'm on that side. Losing my mind. Losing my mind. Yeah, the high school I went to was pretty small. Not as small as what you're talking about, but there were 450 kids or 400 kids, something like that, pre-K through 12. So I graduated with 34 people in my class. We were a big class. The class underneath me had 18 or 22, and the class above me had 18. So it kind of varied. We were the Laurel Hill Hobos. Yeah, that is nice that you're close to the same age. That would suck to be like the only person your age. Definitely got us beat. I usually win the small town contest. I'm thinking, slow us down a bit. Not that much. That's right, and I need a chunky rim on this thing. So let's fix that and push it out a bit to make it straight. Thank you. Yeah, I was kind of looking at old videos the other day and seeing a difference. It's nice to, it's nice to see it, because I don't really have pieces to go back and look at. I don't keep them out and stuff like that. One piece I kind of use on a regular basis really is a cup that I made. And I need to remake that. It was my first cup, and I want to make some changes. I think it's because I wasn't thinking about it. I pulled it up like I wasn't thinking about it because I wasn't. I was like thinking about the next thing, which isn't good either. I need this lip to be an actual like rim. I think that'll work. Hopefully. Alright, clean up the foot a bit. No, no, no. Oh my gosh, where is it? Oh, wait, it's right there. Okay. Monday. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you. I've had this thing a very long time. I think I got it in college from a thrift store. And that was like 20 years ago. And it was a thrift store. So it's probably, I bet it's like 40, 50 years old. I'll be right back. I gotta go set this in the sun. Yes, I'll be right back. Well, Mandy, it's really nice to meet you. I don't know if you're still there, but very cool. It was really cool meeting everyone yesterday. I'll show you what I'm doing. I am making a pot for my sister. Where's that? And it's gonna be a UFO pot. So I got thrown it in 3 components. The actual pot part, which is inside of here, because otherwise this isn't really a great shape for, it's a lot of wasted space, you know, I'd lose dirt. The 2 saucer parts, which I've already thrown, I just threw the cylinder, and the last part's gonna be the foot. And then my goal is where you see this rim here, that rim will be actually the rim of this pot, so I can set it down inside. Hopefully making it a, I just realized I threw that thing too tall. Well, my goal was to make it a self-watering planter, but I don't know if that's gonna work now, because I may have thrown my pot part too tall. Oh, anyway, so that's the plan. And I only have the last part is the foot to throw. But I think, like I said, I think the pot's too tall. And this is also my first time using a foot. Not a foot, but a bat. So I need to think about how this is. The bottom of the pot is only about this tall, so I need to throw about this wide, but then the top be there. Okay. You know, I have this thing where I don't respond to trolls. And in fact, I encourage everyone to not respond. I have compassion for people who troll. It must really suck to like, I don't know, I would have to imagine myself to be a pretty miserable person to want to go out and just be saying hurtful things to other people. Like, why would you I can't imagine a place where I intentionally wanted to either, you know, insult, hurt, even just annoy a stranger. You know, like that. I don't know why people do it. And not only like, oh, so maybe they just get a kick out of it. Well, to me, I'm like, well, something crappy must have happened in your life. That's how you get your kicks. You know, someone must be treating you that way. And I'm sorry that that's happening. Because, you know, no one should be treated that way. But then also I feel compassion for them because, like, look how many people that you're attracting negative energy towards you. Like, you're going out there just asking people to send you negative energy, man. And I believe that stuff adds up. You know, I believe in karma. So, like, you know, even if you don't interact with those people, just someone like thinking negative stuff about you, I don't know. I just don't want that kind of energy towards me. So anyway, trolls don't bother me. They can say what they want to say. I let them say their stuff. And I just ignore them. And I encourage everyone, like, once I see someone's a troll, I just stop reading what they say. I'm like, oh, that's that person. I don't even read it. So anyway, trolls, I am wishing you the best. And I don't squash them because that's what they want. They want you to sit there and give them attention. You know? So I just don't. And I hope the best for them. I hope whatever made them this way, that this is why they get the kicks, gets better. But I will comment on one thing that they said, which is like, oh, get a job. Like, dude, like, YouTube isn't all about making money, man, or getting famous. Like, back in the day, you just did stuff because it was fun. You know, like, oh, I'm going to make this video because it cracks me up. Just doing it for the hell of it. Well, that's the approach I take with my pottery. I don't sell my pottery. It's not a business. It's just for fun. It's just for me. Just like these videos are. Like, it's cool that people come by and say hi, but I'd be doing this if nobody was looking. This is all just for a record for myself. To show myself, like, oh, like, this is how you've progressed with this. So, but like I said, I would encourage everyone not to respond. And if I miss a chat, what I do is I go back, and if someone comes like this on there, I check the chat later so I can respond to people I missed, because I like when people say nice things and come by and say hi and we chat about pottery. But I find that non-reaction is a good practice. And not just when people are trolling, even just like, sometimes people have bad days. You know, like someone cuts me off in traffic. You know, like, I don't believe someone did it to hurt me personally, you know. They didn't see me, they had something going on. So just non-reaction. Because negative stuff is bad. Stress is bad, and that's what anger is. It's a type of stress. Thanks, Mandy. I do not have road rage, no. I drive like a grandma. And Mandy, my tattoo artist, is Kandace Layne. Kandace with a K. Layne, Layne. You can find her on Instagram. She's amazing. And she just like, this one was a stencil, these two, but I've got another one from her that she just draws right on the body. That's like her thing. She has like a henna background originally, and all of her styles inspired by henna. So she'll just go and free draw on you with a Sharpie until you like it, and then inks it on. So this is a small piece of clay, and it's hard to center. All right, so plan of action is this is the foot. I'm gonna condition a little bit more. It still doesn't feel right. I was on my soapbox. I absolutely hate throwing with itty bitty pieces of clay. It's like the worst. Every time I touch it, I throw it off. Yeah, she doesn't freestyle with the actual gun. She may, just not on me. But yeah, I've just gotten to the point. That was my third tattoo with her. And by then I trusted her like enough, and I'd seen enough of her work on other people to know that I like anything she draws, like I can tell her what I'm going for. And the placement is just phenomenal. Like her ability to work with a person's body and sorry, I'm thinking. Like, I don't know, like her pieces always to me look like they were meant to be on that person. Like they grew through the skin kind of thing. It's all like very, you know, like henna inspired kind of thing. She also does some tribal depending on the people and stuff. But just her placement's so spot on. It just looks so natural. I'm thinking about the size. Yeah. I got my first when I was 26. 16 years ago. And then I've got 5. I didn't get another one until I was like 34. And then I've gotten one every couple of years since then. I'm fixing to go back and get the last piece she did added on to. Let's get you out of there. They're definitely addictive. But most of mine are hidden because my mom hates tattoos. And I'm a little bit like, I still try to hide them from her even though she knows I have them all. Dude, yeah. Part of the reason why I like them, it's the best meditation I can get. Except for the last one. Last one was a different story, but that was due to placement. But usually it's, like I said, the best meditation. Like some people go in there, I don't know. This is so off center. I don't know what happened. I went all, well, part of what happened is I went all the way to the base because this is going to be like a tube. And now it's like super off. Bye, Denny. Let me know how your killing goes. Because I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow. But yeah, like, keep me posted. Hope you have good weather. All right. This is what I get for talking. I'm actually throwing it differently than what I planned. That's all right. You're terrible. This thing is so wonky. I just done so much wrong with it. Got one really thick side. That's all right. This is all just a prototype. We're gonna stop there before it collapses. Actually, I'm gonna try one more thing. Make it a little bit straighter. Yeah, sure, Mandy. I took my first wheel class, I think in 2021. 2020, yeah, I think 2021. And it was like a 6-week course, and I loved it. And as soon as I did it, I was like, oh, this is the thing for me. I wish I would have tried it earlier because, ooh. Okay, we're gonna stop there before it does lose. I do lose it. So, yeah. So I took my first wheel class in like 2021. We actually moved. We moved before I even finished it, so I'd like drive, and it was like an hour and a half away to go finish everything. But I loved it, and I was like, all right, I'm definitely going to keep doing this. But unfortunately, where we lived, there was no nearby studio that was affordable. So, because everything's like $200 a month kind of thing, and it was far away. So I waited about a year, and then some stuff happened, and life was really, really stressful, and I needed something, you know, for me to like relax and chill out. And so I bought this wheel, and knowing that I wouldn't have ability to fire anything, I didn't know about a kill share at that time. And so that was about a year later. So that was like no, I'm doing bad math here. I think I took the wheel class in 2022 because I've been throwing for about a year and a half. September will make 2 years that I've had my wheel. So whatever the math is on that. And so I spent about a year just throwing and recycling my stuff. And that's how I started recording myself, was because I wanted record of what I made. Plus I'm a bad note taker. And I did that for a while, but I would like record myself and then upload the videos. And I didn't think, you know, anyway, so then I eventually I met somebody. I started watching Pottery Demon. He streamed, and he said, you should just stream. And so I started streaming because it's like the easier way to get my videos uploaded. So I don't do any like editing. Sometimes I pull shorts out just because it's fun, or stuff that like trips me out or makes me laugh. But yeah, that way I don't have to edit. So that's what I do. That's all my things. What do you make? I make all sorts of things. Right now I'm gonna make a UFO pot. I just threw the last piece for it. I just threw this piece, so it's in 3 pieces. The plant pot part the saucer part, and then the foot. So I threw those and I set them out in the sun to dry. So I'm hoping that they will be enough ready to trim. I'll be right back. So these are the two saucer parts that I need to trim, and they're pretty ready. I mean, they're not as solid as I'd like them to be. This one I'm actually going to cut off, so that's going to work. This will be the bottom. So they'll go together like that to be a flying saucer. Yeah, he's a trip, man. I like watching Pottery Demon. He makes all sorts of cool stuff. He's making water whistles right now. So I'm thinking right now is what I'm thinking. Because I don't want to... I suppose I can like attach them and then trim them. But I think I'm going to trim them and then attach them. And the other thing I need to do... Let me grab my cylinder. So if I put these together, let's get this one flat down. This is thin. Oh, that's just the better one anyway. I think this is the thicker bottom. So this is them together. We're gonna put that on this because this is still soft. So yeah, my plan actually may work. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep this as the bottom of the pot. This is so what I'm actually thinking is this will sit inside and it's going to be a bottom watering, like a bottom feeding pot or whatever. So you can lift up this part and the water will be kept in here. That's one way. The other way would be to do a hole in the bottom as well that will go all the way through the bottom of the pot so the water can come out. So that's where that's where I am on the fence right now. Do I try to make this like a bottom watering pot that you can lift out the center? Like they have like African violet pots that you have ceramic outside and then you lift up the inside. And I think this pot is short enough that I can do that. So if I do that, then the process would be just attach these together and then trim one top so it is wide enough that I can drop this in. That's the plan. So attach these two, then drop that one in. That's the plan. So that means I'll stick this one back in the sun. We'll see. That's why I'm doing this. This is my first attempt at this. So it's just a prototype. And the funny thing is I don't have, normally I try to throw several of something before I decide to keep it. But the irony of that too is that the first is like always my best. I throw a good first one and then after that it's like meh. All these stupid little bat pins. I'm gonna take these off. I'm so proud I didn't lose these things. I've never used them before. Just sit right there. Watch me lose them now. The bat was cool. Like, it's cool to be able to just lift up the piece and then, it still be round. But getting these things on and off kind of suck. Not sure if I even had it attached right. I had like 3 pieces of clay down. Probably should have watched a video on it. Glaze. So I'm going to paint that little beam yellow. And then I've got a couple gray underglazes. There's like a chunk of clay on here. You need to be gone, clay. You need to be gone. Come on. So to start off with, I think I'll take a little bit off the walls. I'll worry about the base last. This is gonna be, and I'll take some off here. Yeah, so some here. Kind of ignore the bottom right now because I don't need to put a foot on it because it's gonna be, foot's gonna be on that piece. Talking to myself, trying to figure this out. need my trim tools. Yeah. It's another reason why I kind of record everything, just in case it doesn't make it through the process. So this is the prototype. I was hoping to have this done by her birthday, like have a big one. I don't know how big, but I think if the prototype works, it may just end up being giving it to her. Hold up, I need my trim tools. But homemade gifts is kind of like our thing. We've been doing it in my family forever. So my last project was a statue for my mom. Now don't apologize. That was like an unexpected thing. I didn't expect, I don't know, I didn't expect to meet people. I never really was into the streaming thing. I didn't really know what to expect. But meeting people has been a cool part. That was a terrible, terrible trim job right there. Stuff is like way softer than what I'm used to. Sharpen that tool too. I think all I've managed to do is make these walls uneven. Usually I have my stuff way drier than this. But that's okay, first time for everything. Do you do pottery, Mandy? My sister's name is Amanda. Absolutely. If there's a studio near you, you can try it that way. Polymer clay is also an accessible way. If you don't have a clay studio near you, it's clay that you can bake in your oven. That's what my mom does. That's one of the things that got me into, well, not I've always liked clay, but I did polymer clay for a while before. Nothing serious, just played with it. But it's a lot of fun. You can do all sorts of neat stuff with it. You can't make stuff to like eat out of, but you can make jewelry, and you can decorate plant pots with it. You can do all sorts of cool things. In fact, there's a cool person, I think it's called Ace of Clay, and he does polymer clay. He's a cool person to follow. And what I was saying earlier about, you know, sometimes I meet nice people and stuff online, and you may be able to relate to this. But it's like a safe way to interact with people. You know, like, I've become quite introverted over the years, and I struggle with in-person relationships. And meeting people online has been like a safe way for me to get social interaction. Sometimes I find being out like in big groups and things like that just overwhelming. It's pretty great. Your thing for relaxation as a hobby is photography. You don't do one quite would cross your eye. You know, if you've been doing it for a couple of years, I bet you're more than amateur. I mean, like using you're probably more advanced than what you think. Just if you're using amateur because you don't sell your work, I don't think that should be a way to I don't know, kind of I'm going to trim just a little bit off the thing. I bet you're a novice or intermediate is what I'm trying to get to say. I think it's interesting we often put so much value on things or estimate the value of something or an activity based off of whether or not we make money on it, which is complete BS. And I'm going to stop doing this because this clay is too wet for this. And I'm just going to push in the bottom. That's not going to be good. I am going to, let's see, I'm just going to do a little bit more. I'm just going to even it out. Okay, I made it worse. So it doesn't matter, none of that's going to be seen. I'm going to use a rip on it. Social anxiety, yep. I like to observe people. Like, if you just don't interact with me, don't look at me, I'm cool. Like, you know, but I went to a little coffee shop today that's like within walking distance where I live, and I had some work to do, and I planned on working, but there wasn't good workspace left. And I ended up just sitting out there listening to this group of septarians or something. Septarians. They're all in their 70s. I know because they were celebrating a birthday, and I was listening. But I very much enjoyed sitting there and listening to their conversation, like a big old creep. But I don't know, man. They seemed like a really cool group of ladies. They were all very interesting. And that was like social interaction for me. I thought about telling them afterwards, be like, hey, I really just enjoyed your conversation. But then I was like, that may be a little weird. Okay. Oh, I probably could have trimmed more off of that. But this is just a prototype. That's okay. This particular one, I'm actually going to trim that whole bottom off. Yeah, but they were, like I said, they were all in their 70s and they were meeting for one of their birthday. It was about like four women and one husband. And I don't know, like I said, they just seemed interesting. Oops. One of these days I'll get the hang of plastering. You need to go this way. You need to go this way. Very awkward with social cues. Oh yeah, me too. And communicating clearly. Oh, don't worry about grammar. Honestly, I don't know. That's something I'm getting used to. It's not really as important as it used to be. I know. Yeah, I don't really crave the social interaction. That is a little bit different. Sometimes I'll go out and have a good time, but yeah, the social cues I'm not great at. I'm also not great at maintaining relationships. I lose track of time very easily. And then I had a friend once tell me I tell too much. Like he was friend. He's like, Casey, you shouldn't. I don't remember what it was, but I was telling him how I felt about something. He was like, you shouldn't tell people that, things like that. That's makes people uncomfortable. I remember that was in college. And I think partly because like I went to such a small school, like I wasn't aware that I was like socially weird, because you know when you're in a class of 34, you know you're not the weird kid. You're just Casey. You know, everyone has a name, everyone gets to know you. You can't really hide, so. So I didn't really, you know, people used to tease us and say what they call my sister and I, because she's kind of similar. Call us not quite right. And like, yeah, those girls, they aren't quite right. But, it wasn't until I went to college and I met people from like other places and they're like, oh no, you're weird. I mean, they're still my friends and stuff, but I learned a lot. I learned a lot on how to fit in. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit off here. Yeah, too open and too honest. Like, yeah, man, I don't understand. Like, my sister has to, you know, she catches things a lot. She's like, you're not supposed to talk about that. Like, what do you mean? I don't understand why. So, 'tis what it is. I've also have a hard time. I mean, I tend to over empathize with people sometimes, and I think I'm going to cut off the bottom. I'm going to cut off the bottom after I put it together. So let's put this thing together. That's what we're going to do. And I was being honest. What I was being honest about was like there was nice things. I was saying nice things. I wasn't saying mean things. I still don't understand, but whatever. I just accept the fact that I'm weird and that I will be in situations and that people will look at me strangely. And that's okay. That is okay. I don't have to fit in. I just have to be happy. Oh, pot, 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 pot. You need to stay in round though. That will make me happy. Yeah. And it's kind of funny too, I've gotten into meditation over the years, and the meditation's just made me weirder. That's the funniest thing, man. It just made me weirder. Ooh. I think what I'm gonna do is, this seems like the sturdier of the two, so we're gonna put this one on top. Stick this one on the bottom. Let go, pot. Crazy how society encourages us to be ourselves in all aspects, but the moment you're, all our folks will just look at you as though you were a free guest. The double standard exchange is corrupt, and I accept and welcome for folks to be their true selves, love the different types of brains and how they work. 100%. Variety is beautiful. 100%. You know? We're just weird, man. Humans are weird. I read a lot of sci-fi. One of my favorite authors is Octavia Butler, and it's in Xenogenesis series, which is fantastic. If you are into sci-fi, you got to read that series. But she said in that book, the flaw of the humans or humanity is that we're both intelligent but we have we're intelligent, but we are also hierarchical. So we're smart, but we also have this like need to put everybody like where are you in the totem pole? Like where are you in the stack? Who's on top? Who's here? Who's there? And I think that's just broken. You know, like none of that should matter. We should all just be us. And I see us all like this, you know? Like, oh, you shouldn't put videos of yourself doing something unless they're awesome and super edited and you're perfect in them and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, man, you can just be. Do whatever makes you happy. So, anyways. Oh, no. I may have to go. Our dog sitter's here. So we're doing a little meet and greet. I may just stay out here though. Our hobo does a lot better when I'm not there. Hey, hey. No, you can go that way. I'm gonna stay out here to make it easier. So what I'm doing right now is I'm scoring the pieces so I can put them together. And I need some slip. If I was a real potter, I'd have a thing of slip somewhere ready to go. Mandy. We're all equal. Bus. Bleed red, yep. I got clear on the screen so I can't read the rest of that. But should we abolish opinions? Obviously there's some folks make sacrifices for the greater good. Yes. Yep, we are all human. Mandy, I really enjoyed talking with you today. I hope you have a wonderful day. And wherever you are, that you have nice weather. Hopefully this is enough. I never do this kind of stuff. Let's stick these together. Need a rib. I have a rib. This is like really uneven. It's really lopsided. You're off. There you go. Stop. Just gets dirt in it. Thanks, Mandy. So quite what I'm going for. So I didn't really get this on quite right. So we're gonna make it to sign, change. Which is kind of have a little bit that's like pinched in here. This is the bottom, this is my bottom. I'll sit you down on this. And this we're gonna go ahead and poke a hole in because I think air is trying to get out. That's part of the issue. Kind of have like a little ridge here. More water? Oh, I do need to drink water. Okay. I think that's it for now. And I'm gonna go get this is where this is gonna come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that piece out. anymore. All right, I'm gonna get my cylinder. Okay, so I need to make this. So I need to trim this down, and it's gonna sit in here. Oh yeah, this is gonna work. Hopefully. This is gonna sit up. Yeah. All right, cool. It's nice when things look like they're gonna work. Okay. Maybe I have to get this stuck to the wheel just as is. Little water. Water, huh? Summon the islands. What do we? How did the mom statue go? Oh, the mom statue is right now at the studio in line to be fired. So, it's going okay, hopefully. After it gets fired the first time, I will then do some glazing on it. And then, it'll get fired again and then it'll be done. So this is the prototype for my sister's, a gift for my sister, which I could probably take more off, but we're just gonna leave it. And I'll show you a drawing and then how it's going along. So this is the plan. It's a plant pot, and this ring right here, what you see, is this piece here. So it's a cylinder that sits inside. I have a tube here, but it's been changed since then. And then these two pieces were thrown as like bowl shapes that will then be attached. And then this was thrown separately too. That one's over in the sun drying. So I did all this today because it's a prototype and I'm not really stressed about everything being perfect. I had other plans to do things today too, but as always, I did a poor job at calculating the times. So I need to cut more off of this, and that'll sink down in. But what I did just realize is that this base needs to be more narrow than this rim in order for this to fit. So I actually do need to take more off. Crapola. Okay. So yeah, I need this base to be more narrow. Thank you. I'm pretty excited about it. And the idea is that it's a self-watering plant pot. So eventually I'll cut holes in this one too. And my sister put water in the top, in the saucer part, and then the plant will suck its nutrients up from the bottom. Because she, like me, sometimes forgets about her plants. More aggressive. Gotta take more off. Sorry. Foot has to go too, man. Okay. Okay. That piece. Now this piece. So I need pretty much cut all the way to there. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm not sticking it down anyway. I need something sharp like. Ooh, I know it's sharp. Oh, cool. How was dinner? I'm currently trying not to cut myself with something very sharp. Man, I love steak tips. No, it doesn't fit yet. I gotta take out more. So pretty much just this whole thing then, I guess. I'm not gonna use this thing, because this thing is dangerous. I'm going to hurt myself. I'll just use a good old needle tool. a dog sitter was coming by for a meet and greet, like a follow-up meet and greet with our dog, and I failed to be ready. But I've got a good partner, and so he took care of it, hopefully. And he'll understand. He'll understand why. I need to go a little bit more. A little bit more. Just that part really needs to be, can I just like widen it? So I don't know if I told you, that lady owns this studio where I fire my stuff. She got a hold of a bunch of clay. She's so cool. She people remembers she offered them, he had given her so much clay and all of it needs to be rehydrated. I mean, it's just literally a chunk of rock right now. But she hooked me up with like 75 pounds, man. Which will last me forever. And 25 pounds of it is porcelain, which I've never used before, which will be interesting. I don't think I'm gonna like it, but it'll still be interesting. Just a little bit more. So I think what I'm gonna do, is do this. I want to get yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like it, the porcelain. I just got a feeling, because and I could be, well, I don't know, I think it's gonna be slimy. People say it's like throwing cream cheese, or but cream cheese is like throwing porcelain. I don't know. And I think clay can freeze, can it? Yeah, it can. It's got water in it. Oh, it is tight. Yeah, the whole thing needs to get... All right, let's try it this way. Oh. It's not quite right. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Huh. So I'm assuming this is like rounding it out. I hate wedging. I would rather just throw it on the wheel and like know I'm not gonna be able to make anything and kind of start to get it halfway conditioned than sit there and wedge, which you can tell by my clay. Fits. It fits. Okay, last bit. Gotta go with the last bit. I'm so happy. All right, so this part is gonna fit on the bottom. I'm just gonna take a little bit off, just a little bit. I'm pretty excited. I didn't think I was gonna get this much done. I thought I was just gonna throw the pieces today. I'm supposed to be doing reclaim. I have everything set up. I'm not gonna do it. I don't have time. But I'm so excited that all this is like going. And in fact, I may actually be able to get this fired before I leave, and then my sister would have a gift. Because I thought I was going to have to draw or something because I'm running out of time. Oh, this is awful. That's right, this piece was super uneven. God. I guess we're going to call that. God, this is awful. This is so wrong. That's about it. I'm so happy. Where's my pieces? I dropped everything on the ground, which was not what I intended. There it is. This one's so wonky. That tells me it's done. It says, I want off this rod. Okay. We're off. Fix that. I have a shimmy. Oh, there it is. Touch this here. This terribly not round thing. Whoa. Let's get this thing first, roundish, center-ish. This will go on here. Center-ish. And then we will mark it. Mark it. Oops, wrong spot. Oh, I need to fix the room. I lost part of it. That's right. This one aside, the hole in the bottom of this. Needle tool. Needle tool. Needle tool. Nope. Well, that maybe is a little stuck in there now, but worst comes to worst, I'll cut a hole in the very, very bottom of the whole thing. It's not quite the look I wanted to go for. But like I said, it's a prototype, so we'll see. Look, it's kind of like it. Okay. Actually, pretty close. The angle's different. So, we'll see. Oh, $1 says these pieces end up drying together and I can't get them apart. But if they do, that's okay. Like I said, I could make the whole thing a plant pot. Shouldn't impact the glazing. I think I'm gonna leave this all raw. So, yeah. I'm pretty pleased with myself. Alright, I have to go. I've been like, I'm gonna make dinner. I totally missed our appointment with the dog sitter. So yeah. Anyways, thank you. I'm pretty pleased. I think it's gonna be cool, even as is. All right, cool beans. Well, I hope everyone's having an awesome day, and if not, I hope tomorrow's better. Denny, I hope you have great weather for your kiln. Definitely keep me posted. You too.